All right, let's go. If you're tired of not feeling fit, tired of just not having a focus, tired of just not having the life that you deserve, this is your place to be. I'm Jason Yarusi, the place you come to break the habits that no longer serve you so you can build the momentum to get the life that you truly want. Today, we're talking about micro habits. Now, so much time we want this time set aside where we can do these big things, where we can do these magical things, right? So when I have 3 hours, I'll go do that workout. Or when, I have a weekend off, I'll go and read that book on creating a business, right? Or when I have X fill in the blank, right? We have so many things that we want to do, but we don't have the time to do it, right? Sound familiar, right? So in your life, right, in your path forward, what do you need to do to break the mold? What do you need to do to get out of your own way? What do you need to do to you start building the actions, right? And the body that mirrors your mind, right? Because your mind wants to do so much, but yet you just never get it done, right? You ever feel like you have this constant to-do list, and the to-do list becomes not only a to-do list, but it's a forever list, right? It's a list of just all these things that you build up each and every day that you put together that maybe you get through a few or maybe you get through more. By the time you go, it's like you do one and you have three more pop up. So what can I do? What can I do to take back control? And the answer is micro habits. Lots of what I can do in my day is built on just taking moments that can build positive momentum. So I want to talk through a few that you can do that I know you can find, 12 minutes. I know you can find 15 minutes throughout the day. I'm not even saying at a time, right? Like, can you find 15 minutes that, you can use accordingly? And that means that you have to replace the 3 minutes that you jump on a Facebook or the 4 minutes that you go and do XYZ, right? You can use this to just build momentum without needing the 3 hours, without needing the full day off, without needing, all this attention or time to yourself, and to have no other commitments. So let's get started. Number one is just doing a morning breathing exercise. And what I find here is that it's 4 deep breaths in, counting to 4, holding 4, breathing out 4. Simple as that. You do 4 breaths. What that does is it takes a moment to calm your mind, and it puts your mind in a state where it really releases all of the stress, all the anxiety, because in that moment, all you're focused on is the breathing. Number 2 is drinking water. Now, there's a certain thing where you can drink a gallon of water, but for a lot, that could be a part. Put yourself to just focus on drinking 4 glasses of water throughout the day. And I would do this early, right? Just get out of the way, right? Just have potentially a jug next to you, because we need our mind and our body to really be at peace, and that's through hydration. Usually, and most times, I find that when I've exerted a lot of energy, my body and my mind start to collapse. And I've run 100-mile races before, and at a certain point, I'm trying to find it where all of my energy has been zapped, and just why everything is just falling apart. It's because my hydration starts to be limited, right? And you can see this is that, as soon as I start to bring in more liquids, because I'm going through, potentially burning, 17 to 19,000 calories over a day, right? Is that, it's the nutrition is lacking directly through water, right? You can live without water for a few days, but then you die, right? You can live without food for a long time. What it tells you, the answer is that your body needs water. So you need to make sure to maximize on hydration. So if you're feeling sluggish, you're feeling off, right? Replace some of the things that you're drinking each day with water. I don't mean cut it all out, but start to implement more water into your day, because it will make a massive impact. Number 3, it's one that I struggle with, right? It's take 2 minutes and just journal something that's beneficial for your day. So I like to go in there and just talk about the 3 rewards that I've found from yesterday. And it could just be from time with my kids. It could be something that great that happened at work. It could be, just met someone or talked to someone I hadn't talked to in a while. And then the 3 struggles that are right in front of me, right? The 3 struggles that I have to put my energy and my mind into, right? And if I do that within 2 minutes, I've written down 6 things that not only can look back on yesterday, what was good, but can look forward on what I need to focus on. Number 4 is that breaking up your day. You might sit there at a desk for 15 hours, right, straight, and you get sluggish, you get you get tired, but just getting up, getting your body exposed, getting yourself out of that chair, even if you just walk around the office, just walk outside into the sunlight, it can bring a whole new energy, a whole new mode back into your day. Number 5, gratitude reminder. Set something on your phone. It could be an email alert. Each and every day you get something to remind it, right? So each weekend, I have an email that comes up that pops over my calendar is that there's only so many of these weekends left. And what that stands out into is that my kids are 10, 8, and 6. Soon, very soon, they're going to be 18. They're going to be 20. They're going to be 22, right? They're going to be, moving out, going to college, going out to be with potentially the families that they create, right? With all the things that they move on to their life. So why waste today when next week goes away very quickly? So ask yourself, what reminder can I make to be grateful for? I'm grateful for the time I have with them and I have to use it accordingly. Number 6 is that at the end of the night, you have to settle yourself down. And so if you're in bed and you're scrolling and you're on all your apps all the way up to the second before you go to bed, all that mental activity is now carrying into your sleep. And if you ask yourself, like, why do I not feel rested in the morning? Because your mind is just unsettled the second that you shut your eyes to potentially hours into your sleep. So you have to find that wind down to be outside and away from your screens at least the last 15 minutes before you're going to bed. Next, number 7 would be the mindfulness minute. In the moment, maybe every day before you go for lunch, take 1 minute and look at yourself and say, okay, how am I feeling right now? And how am I showing up right now? You might be happy. You might be sad. You might be angry. You might be stressed, right? Could be whichever, but at least you can give yourself the time to look back upon you and how you're doing right now. Number 8 is do 10 push-ups a day. As simple as that. If you can't do 10, do 5. If you can't do 5, do 1. What I do is I do my age. So each day I do my age in push-ups, right? And that's what I do, right? But I do that and I break it up. I don't have to do it during my workout. Usually I do my workout and at some point during the day, haven't done it yet today, but I will get down and do my age in push-ups. Number 9 would be spend a few minutes, say 10 pages that you read from a book. Some book that's either on growth, self-improvement, or someone else's biography, right? That you can learn from how someone else come out today and how you can improve yourself. And lastly, set an intention for each day. Not your to-do list. Set one intention, that one productive intention of how you will take control of the day. What thing right now could be massively beneficial to help carry you forward? Now think about that. We just went through micro habits. So breathing, hydration, journaling, movement, gratitude, limiting screen before bed, being mindful, doing push-ups, right? Getting in some reading, right? You could do all of that in less than 15 something minutes. Like, it doesn't take long, but it takes you. So if you want to make change and you're dialed in and you're dedicated right now to make change, here was 10 steps, right? That you could go and do proactively 15 minutes a day. But it takes you. So who's with me? Who's ready to go out there and take action? Who's ready to go and change the narrative? Who's ready to rebuild your starting line? And if you want to go get an assessment for how you are, there's that free assessment over on the website, jasonyarusi.com. You can take a free assessment there, ask you a few questions, helps you get started right now to know where you are and where's your starting line and where you're going from here. All right, that's what I got today. If you can do anything for us, go down there and leave us honest ratings and review. It helps us continue to get this podcast out to the masses and share this with someone who needs to hear this today, that needs a step in the process to get out of the gate and get going now. All right, let's do this.